So you've probably been told your whole life, right, that the only way to make six figures is to go to a four-year university. Well, today, we're going to blow that idea out of the water. We're looking at 12 awesome, high-paying careers that prove there's another way, a way to build real wealth based on what you can do, not just the degree you have.
I mean, we've all felt that pressure, haven't we? This idea that a college degree is like the golden ticket to success. But you have to ask yourself, in today's economy, is that ticket really worth the insane price tag? And that's the big question we're going to dig into.
And this quote right here, it just hits the nail on the head. That whole automatic guarantee, degree equals big salary, it's just fading. It's not a sure thing anymore. And it's a huge shift that a lot of people are starting to feel, big time.
So, what's behind this shift? Well, here's the reality. Tuition costs are just out of control. Student debt is, frankly, a massive crisis. And on top of all that, the job market itself is completely changing. It's like this perfect storm, and it's making people search for smarter, more direct ways to build a great career.
Okay, so this really gets to the heart of the problem, what we're calling the four-year degree dilemma. We're seeing this massive change where companies care more about what you can actually do than what piece of paper you have hanging on your wall. Real, practical skills, that's the new currency.
So, if that's the problem, what's the solution? What does this new path actually look like? Well, let's start with a group I like to call the builders. These are the folks with the essential, hands-on skills that literally build and keep our world running.
Yeah, just take a quick look at this. We're talking about commercial truck drivers, electricians, plumbers, heavy equipment operators, and look at those salary ranges. These aren't just jobs, These are seriously stable, high-paying careers that are pretty much always in demand.
And what's really cool is thinking about the different kinds of problems these builders are solving every day. An electrician might be wiring up a brand new skyscraper, making sure everything is perfect and up to code. Meanwhile, a plumber is the absolute hero who comes in and fixes a massive leak in some old city pipe. Both are totally vital, super high-value skills.
Okay, let's zoom in on truck driving for a second. The appeal here is pretty obvious, right? You get that independence on the open road. A lot of companies will even pay for you to get your CDL, that's your commercial driver's license, and you're playing this absolutely critical role in the entire U.S. supply chain. I mean, let's be real, without truckers, the economy just stops.
And that brings us to this big number, $120,000 a year. That's what an experienced long-haul driver can pull in, and it comes with probably the best bonus of all, zero student loan debt.
All right, let's shift gears now. We're moving from the physical world of the builders into the virtual one. Welcome to the digital frontier. This is all about high-demand tech jobs where, honestly, where you live matters a lot less than what you can do.
So in this group, we've got things like web development, digital marketing, software QA testing, and good old IT support. And the one thing they all have in common? They're all powered by very specific skills that you can learn, often without needing that four-year degree.
So, why is everyone talking about web development? Well, for one, demand is just exploding, especially in these new tech hubs popping up all over the country. And get this, companies are hiring based on your portfolio, the actual stuff you've built, not your diploma. Plus, the freelance and remote work opportunities, they give you some amazing flexibility.
And the payoff for learning that skill? How about $130,000? That's what a skilled developer can earn in a year. Kind of makes a pretty strong case for learning how to code, doesn't it?
But hey, what if you're thinking, coding just isn't my thing? That's totally fine. And this is a really important point. Check out software QA testing. It's an amazing way to get into the tech world. It's all about having a sharp eye for detail, way more than it is about being a coding genius. That makes it a super accessible and still really well-paid option.
Okay, on to our third and final group. I call them the connectors. These are the careers that run on things like communication, persuasion, and creativity. Those powerful human skills that, let's face it, AI and technology just can't replace. In this bucket, we've got careers like real estate, sales, content creation, video editing, graphic design, and the reason we call them connectors is because that's what they do. Whether you're connecting a family with their dream home or a brand with its customers, it's all about building relationships and creating value that way. Let's really hone in on sales for a minute. You can see from this chart, there are some huge opportunities in fields like tech sales, medical equipment, insurance, you name it. The bottom line in these jobs is that your performance is everything. Your results, what you actually bring in, matter so much more than what's written on your resume.
And what did those results look like?
How about this? $200,000 a year plus. And that plus can be a really big number. For people who are great at sales, there's really no ceiling on what you can earn. It's a straight shot to building serious wealth if you've got the drive.
So, okay, we've looked at the builders, the folks on the digital frontier, and the connectors. What's the big takeaway here? Well, it's pretty clear there's a new path forward. A path that puts a premium on skill and hard work, and one that definitely doesn't have to start on a college campus.
And we have a name for this whole concept: skilled wealth. It's a really simple but powerful idea. It just means that real financial success, real wealth, comes from developing practical skills that solve actual, real-world problems. So you're probably asking, okay, how do I get started? Well, it really boils down to these 3 simple steps. First, pick a direction that you're actually interested in. Second, really commit to developing a valuable skill in that area. And then step 3 is just to watch your income and your opportunities grow as you get better and better. And if you remember one thing from all of this, let it be this: the rules have changed. In today's economy, the ultimate currency isn't a diploma, it's a skill that solves a problem that somebody, somewhere is willing to pay good money for.
And that really just leaves one final and honestly most important question. A question for you. Whether it's building something with your hands, creating something online, or connecting people, what problem are you going to learn how to solve?